Shane is our featured speaker, so there's nobody better than his wife Emily to introduce him, so she will give you his bio, and here we go for
I'm actually gonna do good. I'm actually gonna read his bio that he typed out first.
This could be interesting. I don't know what I sent in.
So Capt Shane Gentry is the founder and operator of Mahi Fishing Charter in North Carolina, a year-round blue water captain with a passion for the Gulf Stream. Shane specializes in offshore trolling for Wahoo, Mahi, and Tuna, as well as precision bottom fishing along the coastal coast. Known for his high energy style, attention to detail, and commitment to comfort and service, he creates unforgettable days in the water for anglers at every skill level. Beyond hardcore fishing, Shane Gentry also leads, Captain Shane Gentry also leads cruises and dignified ash gathering services for families who simply love the ocean. Whether you're chasing a trophy fish or peaceful horizons, Shane's mission is simple: deliver safe, professional, action-packed experiences like this and coming back. Stand by for fun.
Yeah. All right. Just holler.
Yeah, because since I have to do it this way for you.
All right, cool. Well, we'll pass these around. Everybody take one. These are $100 off an offshore trip. They're not for you. You have to hand these to a friend.
Okay. Can we go with the friend?
Yes. All right, so here we go. All right. So like I said in my little 45 seconds, this is our first year in business. Made it a whole year and I didn't lose the boat. We're good. Year two, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Go ahead and this. All right. Let me introduce you to the whole fam family. This is my crew: Cyrus, Isaiah, myself, Emily, Holly, Aaron, Dakota, and Jaden. And that's pretty much the Gentry family salute. That's how we roll. These are my favorite people. This is my grandson Rashad. This is Bo and my wife Emily. And the next slide. And these are my most favoriteest people in the world. This is Lenny. He's my heart. This is Tiki. He's our little TV star. And this is our new little annoying mosquito. Barf. Sorry. Yeah, Barf. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's see. Will it let you? Is it gonna let you play it?
Okay, well, let's see.
There's supposed to be a video there. Shit. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, you got any volume?
I don't know if the volume's gonna work, guys.
There we go.
That's me. There's Asha. 28 degrees.
All right.
Thanks, Shane.
Watch your eyeballs. Okay. So how it all started. So this is my mom. That's where the nanny came from. She put it in there way back in the day, right there in the top left. That's Bow Inlet Pier. My grandparents had one of 2 or 3 trailers that were right there at the pier way back in the day. That's probably like 80, 2, 1 something maybe. So we've always been Emerald Isle addicts, salt addicts. So when she passed, it was just a natural, I got my entrepreneurial and fearless spirit from her, so we named it after her. Go ahead. All right, and the boat. So this is my boat. This is a 2025 Sea Fox Commander 268. We've got, super comfortable, it rides really well, it can take a good wave, holds a lot of gear, and, most importantly, because Emily made me do it, we have a bathroom on board for the ladies, if you have to use a bucket.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go otherwise.
Yeah, I know, right? It's, it does make for a good day on the water when there's families on board and things like that. But it's super comfortable, it's got, two, 150 horse motors on it, you know, on a good day, we're cruising about 40 miles an hour. So we can get to where we're going and fully outfitted with, when you show up on my boat, you don't do nothing but show up and have a good time. That's it. You bring whatever you want to eat and drink on the boat, everything's provided, we handle all the gear, all the bait, licenses, the whole shebang. So you just show up, bring your bag, we throw it down in the head, and, we go fishing. All right, go ahead. All right, so what do we do? So this is not an accurate depiction of our coastline, it's just for stuff to look at. So I like offshore and nearshore are my favorite. I am not an inshore guy. Inshore is inside the inlet, you know, inside the rivers and the creeks and the intercoastal. There's fish there, but I don't like this fish. I'd rather go 60 miles offshore and get skunked than I would chasing, you know, redfish or trout or something in the intercoastal. Everybody's got their thing. I don't target those people for clients, so we don't do that type of fishing. I have done it over the past year, but the main thing for me with this business is, you know, we all, as business owners, we get stuck in that, like, you know, we do the things that we gotta do, so we gotta pay the bills. This is one of those businesses where I'm not doing that. If it's not something I'm super passionate about, then I'd rather the boat sit in the rack at the marina, and I'll go wax it one day than I would go out and do something that I'm just not passionate about. And frankly, I'm just not that good at it. This is not the boat for that kind of fishing, and therefore, and I'm not passionate enough about it to get good at it. So, when folks wanna go cruising around, that's fine. You know, we go cruise up and down the intercoastal, we do our ash gathering services, we do sightseeing, we go see the horses. I had a charter on Sunday, took them out to, you know, we were about 18 miles out, put them on some bottom fish, they had a blast. Took them by the lighthouse, took them to the horses, took them back, super happy clients, that kind of stuff, yeah. But like fishing inshore, so offshore versus nearshore, just for people to understand what that means. Nearshore is from the shoreline to about 30 miles, offshore is 30 miles and further. Normally where we run, Swansboro Hole up to Big Rock is pretty much kind of a really hot corridor, and that's, you know, 55 to, you know, 60, you might be 60 to 65 miles out by the time we chase the temperature break and the Gulf Stream and all that kind of stuff. So that's what nearshore versus offshore means. And is it safe to go? No, it's the freaking ocean. We take all safety precautions, but, and we do everything. We've got the boats fully outfitted we've got radar, we've got Sirius XM fish mapping on there with the radar systems. We track sat fish, we track buoy weather, and several other apps. There's not enough screen to put as many apps as I'm sure Alex, you know, everything that everybody looks at. And the fun part is they all say something different. So you take the best one and the worst one and you find one in the middle and you go, it's probably gonna be something like that. So we always wanna make sure it's safe to go. We do a ton of science, we do a ton of research, and I'll tell you about that next. Well, actually, while we're here, hang on. So one of our sponsors is Fisherman's Warehouse, and he actually writes programs for Satfish. So he's got access to all of this. I mean, we pull data from everywhere. I wish you could see I can't even put the whole report on here because we didn't have to. It'd take 10 minutes just to read it. But we pull science and data from satellites and every available source before we go offshore to make sure that we're gonna have as accurate a day as possible, but it is the ocean and it can change when it wants to. We've gone out when it's supposed to be super nice and, you know, 2 hours out and 4.5 hours back because the wind didn't change directions. So, but that's just the way it goes. The boat can, they always say, how bad can it get? Well, the boat can take just about anything. It's how much can you take? You know, it's how frisky are you willing to get? Go ahead. All right, and in safety equipment, the boat's fully outfitted with tons of safety. We've got EPIRBs on board. We've got, this is a Garmin InReach. This is like a satellite miniature phone that you can text back and forth to shore. all U.S. Coast Guard approved safety equipment. We got boarded a couple weeks ago, and 0 infractions. But when we go offshore, we double up on everything. We don't mess around. We got 2 radios, we got 2 captains, we got 2 satellite phones, we got 2 inReaches, we got e-birds, we got, if it's made, the only thing I don't have is a blow-up raft. But other than that, we double up on everything safety-wise, because we want to make sure we get to go do it again. All right, and so here is, well, we said 90% of the fish are only in 10% of the water. Sometimes those little boogers are hard to find, okay? So this is just a little depiction of what we look at kind of. So up there in the corner, up there where it says apps, that's Beaufort Inlet, and then out here in these spots, this is kind of where we fish. This is the Gulf Stream, kind of where it drops off. Now these lines that go this way, these are contour lines. These depths, you can't see real good, but this would be like, 150 feet, and then down here might be 350 feet. So this is going downhill, all right? So these lines are kind of like, if you had to compare it to something that we understand, like Highway 40. That's how you get from here to there. Or 95, it goes north and south. So the fish like to hit these ridges. They like these drop offs, but that's where the predators are too. You want to find the predators, you got to find the bait. So these, this structure is where a lot of those fish like to congregate. And then up here in the top right, this is just a temperature of the water reading from one of the apps that we looked at. So right here, you can see down here where it's really dark red, where that's the big rock, where everybody goes fishing for the big tournaments and stuff. But that is the temp break. So you want to get where the water changes degrees, and that's where you're going to find your pelagics. And we use this Fish Logic is one of the reports that we pull that my co-captain and buddy Chris Morris pulls. Let's see, let's hang out there for a minute because I want to talk about gear real quick. How many, about 2 minutes? Okay. So a couple things. This is an 80 wide. This sucker will reel in a monster. It's fun when this thing goes off. Boy, good God. I can't even tell you what it feels like. It's great. Then we've got some other stuff up here. These are some of the, I think you can go to the next slide. Oh, I forgot some perks that we have. We have a pickup and drop off service if you live between Swansboro and Moorhead. We pick you up in the spreader. And go ahead. And we clean your fish for you. So you go home, ready to eat. And one more. And enter the Wahoo. Here we go. I am a Wahoo addict. My name is Shane Gentry, and I'm a Wahoo addict. It's everywhere. It's there. It's there. It's there. So I brought some of my Wahoo spread. This is Cindy Lou Wahoo. All right. This is what I call it. This thing has been tore slam up. I mean, the paint's just about off of it. They can't resist this thing. These are high-speed trollers. We troll these. So normally we're trolling at about 5 or 6 miles an hour with this. These we're trolling at 18 knots. Okay, so we're going almost 20 miles an hour when we're trolling these baits because it narrows down what you're going to catch. You have an opportunity to catch anything can hit this at 6 miles an hour. You're only going to catch your Wahoo, Tuna, because they're the only things that out there swim fast enough to catch this. So it kind of narrows down. If this thing goes off, you know you got what you went out there for. All right? And then we usually throw this bad boy out the back of the spread. This is from anything. This is the Mr. X lure. Captain Chris Morris with Fisherman's Warehouse, who sponsored us, built this lure. This one, the Big Rock Tournament 2024, the Dolphin tournament. This thing brought in the highest paying tournament gross $603,500 that team won with this lure. So this thing's always in the back of the spread, way out. We throw this thing 150, 200 yards out behind the boat, and then fill up the spread with everything else. And and we come home with the Wahoos, okay? And it will. Oh, this is the spread. So usually we run. I don't have outriggers on my boat, but when everything's set up properly, we run generally 6 to 8 lines off the back of the boat with a little assortment of everything that you can come up with. I mean, some of all that goes out there to figure out what they will need. And just to close, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And one last slide, I think. Oh, there we go. Yeah. If cancer's ever touched your life, That's for you.
All right.
So,
Thank you.
any questions? Yes.
How much does your, ash spreading?
That starts at 325, and, it goes up depending on, we have couples that just wanna do that, or families that just wanna do that, or if some of them wanna pair it with a fishing trip. So, like, we've had people that go celebrate, they do the ashes, and we go fish as their thing, and some of them just wanna go do the thing and go back to shore.
Yeah,
So it can go from 325 up, depending on how far.
okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
What, roughly where on the Wahoo, the Nearshore?
No, we gotta get way out there,
Okay.
40, 50 miles out.
Other quick question. You are a Renaissance man. Have you ever been in a band?
That was, yeah.
That was
I said,
you?
yeah, I wrote my own theme song. So, I sent a link in the WhatsApp chat of my last record, and we got a